YouTube, Rook here from Rook Geek Goodness, my little channel web for all things geeky and cool, and welcome back to the channel, guys. Welcome back to our Funko Pop unboxing and review video, and of course this video we're talking about the character otherwise known as Star Sapphire. And I did some research online on YouTube. I tried looking around to see if anybody else reviewed this particular pop, and there's not a lot of people reviewing this particular character. So what I want to do is make this the premiere video on YouTube, and I can only do this with your guys' help. Smash that like button and click subscribe. I want to make this the best video I possibly can for Star Sapphire right here. I want it to be the premier #1 video for people looking for Star Sapphire on YouTube can find it. So a little bit of backstory for Star Sapphire if you're not familiar. Star Sapphire is of course here pop number 456 from the Pop Heroes DC Superheroes wave from the New York Comic Con 2022 release. And her real name is Carol Ferris, and she is the kind of love interest on again, off again for of course the hero Green Lantern Hal Jordan. They had a turbulent relationship through basically from the Silver Age all the way up to the modern age. She had relationships with Hal, they've been dated, they got together, they've broken up. She became the bad guy wielding the power of what they call the violet light or the power of love. That's what the Violet Lantern here is of course Carol Ferris, aka Star Sapphire. So a little bit of background about her if you didn't know. She's a pretty cool character. Again, she's the main kind of again love interest, the affectionate partner for Hal Jordan. So that being said, let's do a breakdown of this particular pop now. First thing we do in a breakdown segment, we look at the packaging and presentation. So let's really get close up so you can see what it looks like. We have, of course, Pop Heroes here. An awesome Green Lantern symbol. I love that right there. Pop number 456. Great window box display of course, Carol Ferris, aka Star Sapphire. Nice shot of her right here. The Fall Convention exclusive sticker, which, of course, is the shared sticker version. If you went to the convention itself, this would be a different looking sticker. This means it was the shared version. I got this from the Funko store itself, but those ones were considered the share exclusive, not the con-only sticker. So be aware of that. If you would have gotten it, let's say, from the Funko store, or if you went to the shared convention, shared store, people who participated in the particular Star Sapphire, you would have gotten this sticker, not the con sticker itself. Again, we have Star Sapphire listed here. Sorry for babbling there. A nice shot of her right there. She is on a flight stand, which looks really cool. We'll talk about that shortly. Over here, we do have Star Sapphire, and the back of the packaging shows this really kind of cool purplish burst effect, and of course, Green Lantern symbol. This is a one-off card. It's not any particular wave. Just so you know that now, in that same shot of Carol Ferris, Star Sapphire right there. Let's put her on a turntable so you can see what she looks like in 360. Again, she's a long-standing character in the kind of mythos of Green Lantern Hal Jordan. They've gone on again, they've gone off again, they've dated for a while. I believe they'd never been married unless it was an alternate timeline. She even had a relationship with one Kyle Rayner for a while when he wielded the power of the white light, or a white lantern per se. But then she got back with, of course, Hal Jordan. So again, it was sort of like a love triangle, but it was very interesting what they did back in the day, and even the newer continuity of Star Sapphire here. So that being said, guys, let's get Star Sapphire here out of packaging, the breakdown segment. All right, guys, remember Star Sapphire pop out of packaging. Next thing we do, take a pop out of packaging, we look at the paint and articulation. But right out the gate, I'm going to stop right now. The color looks a little bit off when looking at it in camera. In person, it looks completely different. This looks more of a light colored purple. I can tell you it's more dark, more of a pinkish color than it does this light colored purple. Even the packaging here, this pinkish color, this purple color here, looks more, I would say, kind of darkish pinkish in purplish color than what it does right now when you look at it in camera. It looks a little bit off. But that being said, everything else about this pop is really, really cool. There's one little sticking point, which we'll talk about that now. Let's take an up-close shot of Star Sapphire here. Looks really, really good. I like the costume. The mask looks really, really good. The really neat starburst effect, which is this kind of translucent pinkish purple effect, and it kind of goes around. It goes from her hand, the ring, all the way down across her back, spins around, and kind of just flails across here. So it starts here, spins all the way around the character. You'll see it in 360 when I get her on turntable again. It looks really good. She's in a flight stance, and she has a flight post pegged into her back. Right there, you can see it. And you can't detach the flight stand from her. I'm happy about that. That's cool. I like her hair kind of billowing in the wind. That looks really, really cool. The main sticking point that I have with the character is the way they made this pose, and they kind of, because of the starburst effect, I wish her hand was a little further down, in a more of a down position, or maybe up to the side a little more, like over here more, because when you try to get some articulation, when you spin her head, you only can get this far. If you try to push it further, you're going to rub against that starburst and you're going to probably mess up the vinyl. So beware of that. If you get the character, if you get the pop, same thing this way. It doesn't really spin fully 360. Just be aware. You can force it, but I really don't like forcing my pops if they get a sticking point. Maybe with a hairdryer, some warm water, you can maybe repose her hand, move the hand a little bit down so you can get some clearance. Just be aware out of the packaging, out of the box, this is what happened to me. But I do like her flight stance. She's in a flight pose. She looks really good, kind of leg bending and leg straight out. I'll kind of go this way so you can see it. It looks a little bit better from that way. Yeah, so basically this leg is up in a knee, like a knee up pose. This leg is all the way extended backwards. I like that. Good attention to detail. She's wearing the skin tight leotard. It's all that same color. So the mask color matches the bodysuit color. So you're going to see this kind of, again, light colored purple through the outfit. It should be much darker, more of, again, a darker pinkish purple than it is this light colored drab version of it. And of course, Star Sapphire would be nothing without her symbol right there. So there's basically some sculpting right here on her, kind of her mask. So I do like that. Again, black eyes, typical Funko Pop design, looks great. Again, let's put her on the turntable so you can see her in 360 here. Let's spin her around. Great character, great design. I like that she's in a flight pose. We don't have, that I have seen, any Green Lanterns in a flight pose stance like this. We've had other characters, not let's say Hal Jordan Green Lantern, let me restate that. We haven't had a Hal Jordan Green Lantern in a flight stand or flight pose like this. We've had, let's say, like Sinestro in a flight stand. I think off the top of my head, I think maybe Kyle Rayner might have had one. Possibly. And the new Kyle Rayner, the new one with the NFT and the Target exclusive Justice League, is on a flight stand as well. But as far as other Green Lantern characters, very, very few are on flight stands like this, and I like them on flight stands because we don't have to worry about her small, thin body, and that's kind of basically a weakness for many female characters for Funko. They have very thin bodies. You have to get a figure stand to hold them properly. Since she has a post in the back right here, which is where the stand plugs into, you don't need to worry about her falling off the stand per se, because it's basically glued into her back. So I do like that. It looks really, really good. Again, that really cool starburst effect looks cool. You see that kind of it's exploding on her hand. I do like that. It does, again, curve all the way around the character, kind of has this little wave action right here. It goes whoop. So you basically starts here and goes up and then spirals around. So I do like that. It looks really, really cool. I love the attention to detail Funko popped into this particular pop. Looks amazing. And I highly recommend, if you're a fan of Green Lantern, you're a fan of Star Sapphires, if you're a fan of female characters in comics, this pop itself may be up your alley. And again, it doesn't cost too much. I think I got it for 15 bucks when I got it from the Funko store. It's probably running about, I want to say 25, 30 bucks on eBay right now. If you look, you probably get a good deal for it. So I do hope you like this video review of Star Sapphire Pop Heroes number 456 from the Fall Convention exclusive limited series. Again, New York Comic Con version of Star Sapphire. I hope you can do me a good favor by clicking the like button bottom page. Click that all important subscribe button. When you subscribe to the channel, click the bell icon to be notified of my latest videos. Of course, last but not least, you can click windows over here to watch more of my content. Take care, guys. See you next video, and bye-bye.